Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So James Madison's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ellis. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Fires left. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Dukes are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And with the extra point, they get the first. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And the Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's French. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it.
Picks up 1. Good enough for a first down.
The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Dukes are on the move. The inside handoff. Runs through a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Sanchez. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points. Georgia
Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this year. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Here comes the heat. Did the work himself. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Kyle. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Scanning the field, it's French. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Finds his man. It's Gary. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now on the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Pop. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's French. Caught near the sticks, it's Gary. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference, defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's French. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice...
There he goes! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Dallas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Now improvising. Tackled there by the defense.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. The short hands, it's Kyle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's French. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gary. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the third down pass is incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Gets the back moving. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Firing to the right, complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at... It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get it to the ground. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's French. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Gary. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of the drive wants to throw. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. At midfield, he's got room. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Kyle. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Dropping back, it's French. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Kyle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's French. Caught over the middle, it's Dallas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's French. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.